Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lovett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He'll come out throwing on first down, setting up the screen, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Still running at the 40. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Starting to feel a little pressure. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Hey, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. They'll try it over the left side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Handoff from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Penn State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. He'll bring it out. It's Lovett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand third and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs and a new fresh set of problems.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. And they're able to make the tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They're trying to get to him. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Great anticipation by the defense here. This offense has shown in recent games, 3rd and 1 short yardage situations, they'll try to fool you. They'll try to throw the football. Defense not caught off guard. They dial up the blitz and they get the sack.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. All wideouts, no backs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he's knocked down, but not before.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Buys a little time with his feet. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Using his feet. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, the defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Aller. Get it out on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Lovett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Using his legs, it's Frazier. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. Penn State 21, Georgia 7.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He'll try the left side. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. This is a designed run. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback's
got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Bringing it back, it's Lovett. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Going to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. On the ground, it's Frazier. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. Open space at the 25. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Running to the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback moving. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll test the right side. On the move is the 30. Got a lot of running room. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Less than 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and they've got the lead, so this is where you have to be able to run the football. If you can get a hat-on-a-hat up front and just give these running backs a crease, it can get you the yards necessary to end this game.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to him. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. We're expecting them to throw it here on third.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw. It's back. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It's